Welcome back, guys, to Factorio Meiosis. This is episode number 19. It is time to kill some more aliens so we can get some of these oil spots, the pink dots on our map. I have killed a whole bunch of them, aliens, and we've got a whole lot more to kill. It's a little bit faster and more straightforward to kill them now in the 0.13 patch because they rebalance the way the power, basically all the different values for your stuff that fits in your modular armor. I won't bore you with the details of the numbers, but the important thing is that the little construction robots, they don't take as much charge as they used to. Previously, I would have to sit around and wait for stuff to recharge after doing a bunch of stuff with construction robots. That's no longer the case. We can just go balls to the wall. So we've come this far south, carved this big area out with the intent to take some more of these oil spots. Let's go take a look at these ones. So this has 300%, 270, 300, 350. They're all about the same, but there are a lot of them. They will get drained quickly. We'll try to hook them up with some productivity modules. And then over down here, there are some more. So atmospheric music. I think I want to do, we're going to push forward a little bit more to take these 5, and I'm going to make one train stop to encompass all of these guys. And then we're going to cart that back up north because I need oil to do anything in this map anymore. We're going to have to continually take more of these oil spots. There are a lot down here. There's a whole bunch right there. A whole bunch right there. There's a whole bunch over here. Oh my god. This just got exposed by the radars I just placed. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Okay. All right, so we got to take that. We have a few things to play with. Now, I need oil to make a lot of the new toys, the flamethrower and the cluster grenades. I do have 19 cluster grenades. We can play with those. Let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, I need oil to do everything like making turrets. I need oil for that too. So I think we're going to start establishing the wall straight north just like this. Later on, we'll push over to here. But I need to extend the train down here for these guys first. So let's see what we need to do for that. Oh, another good thing about the change to the robots in your modular armor is that it's now an effective use of your construction robots to pick up trees. Previously, I would use my shotgun to basically mow them down, or I would use poison capsules like this guy, bam, to get rid of trees because it just took way too long with the robots. Or it didn't take long, but they would have to recharge too often, so it was an inefficient use of your time. But not anymore, now that they respawn faster. So that is also, that's good, so we can clear more of this stuff. This map has gotten very big, and it's only going to get bigger. It's gotten pretty big. It's going to get bigger. All right, what do we need to do? So we need to put a diagonal section on the wall, and actually where we are is kind of fine. Let's look at the diagonal section I have here. That links up with a light, so we could put it basically anywhere there's a light. Let's do it like this. We don't need to take any more territory, and it's only going to take up some time. Let me move the car out of the way. There we go, and let's go ahead and just get rid of all this. Very nice, guys. Thank you. And then we will link up. Oh, thought it was probably like that. Okay, I guess I got rid of the light. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Okay, good. And let's put some wall in the gap here. Lovely. And then we'll basically turn the corner here with this guy. What am I? Oh, I'm bumping into the car. And it got dark already. I have not installed any mods, but because there's probably not going to be a 0.14 for a whole nother year, it's probably not a bad idea to put a few quality of life mods. I would like the lights to be brighter and the day-night cycle to last longer, just for recording purposes. Give these guys the juke. I do have some turrets right up here. There's just a little bit of a gap in between here and down there. So let's just start a little bit of the wall. Then we'll play around. Oh, this is a problem. Okay, so this is, I meant to avoid this. This is a real problem. If this happens, they're going to continually try to do that. And if I click on this to try to place a chest down, I will not be able to get rid of it. I can't press Q because the robots will have placed the wood in this spot, so I'll have to place all my chests down. Since the car is nearby, though, it's okay. I can just do that. Now, though, I'll do that, and I'll put a chest down. If you're going to clear a whole bunch of wood all at once, try to remember to put a chest down ahead of time. Let me get the wood out of there. Put it in there, and then say, goodbye, wood. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right. I want to clear this little bit of trees. Just to make it easier, because once I place the wall down, it'll be a lot more finicky to clear those trees. And then we'll use this after these guys die. Yeah, that's good. There you go. All right, so we do need a bit of a buffer. I do kill the aliens a decent distance away from the wall just to minimize the number of attacks we will experience. But I think we'll place the wall first. How many? Oh, I got a bazillion of those turrety guys. And the car does have some supplies in it. Let's place this down, then go bring the car up, and I can start taking these guys down to recoup some of my supplies. And then we'll mess around with the cluster grenade just a little bit to kill some of these guys. Give it a little go. Now, I have not really researched the grenade damage upgrades much. I think I have maybe like 1 or 2 ranks. In fact, we can check by clicking on bonuses. I got plus 80%. But we're still working on inserter capacity bonus. My research has bogged down because of the lack of oil. So we should be able to finish that. And it's a doozy. 600 times all that. We should be able to finish that as soon as we get the new oil expansion going. And then after that, we have to, for the rest of the episode, we're going to rebuild, redesign, and fix our oil stop, where the oil is unloaded way up here, because it has some issues that we need to deal with if we're going to have a lot of oil trains going back and forth. Okay, let's put one more. These guys are kind of close. How does this tile? There we go. Oh, I didn't check. Oh, I got plenty of walls. I think I have plenty of supplies for everything we're going to need. There we go. Okay. So let's put a little bit of a gap in here so I can run in, and let's give this a try. Oh, not bad damage. With barely any of those upgrades, I could maybe kill those bases in like 3 hits. Bam! Oh, man! That is awesome! Wow, and I still have a bunch of upgrades to do. Okay, let me just look at the upgrades. Oh no, I'm totally lying. We've only got 1 upgrade left to do. That's why I already had 80%. Okay, so we're at close to max, but still, those numbers are pretty good. We can do this. Get some poison in there to kill the wormies. Get some distractors here. Are these called distractors? Yes, distractors. I always get the names mixed up. They can kill the bases as well. And basically just act as a distractor, literally, so I don't get shot with this stuff. Come in here. Oh, okay, we're gonna get shot there. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I don't have a lot of shields equipped right now. Now, another thing they changed is that the batteries are much more effective because of the way they reworked the numbers. Oh no! That was close. Get out of there. Run, Anakin. Yeah, batteries apparently are much better now. I have not experimented with that. We might try that out eventually. Okay, and if we just place some of these guys down, and then let's do... Bam, 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 bam! Oh! Okay, I died. Alright, anyway, we've got a new oil expansion. This one is going to provide a lot of oil. We've got all of these guys here, so I'm just going to lay down all these oil rigs and then rearrange the pipes later. I've got what I have. I have 17 productivity module 3s to go inside these guys, and then some of my speed modules to go outside of them in the beacons, and we'll just do as much as we can. This isn't the ideal setup for using beacons. For oil, you ideally want basically just 1 oil spot surrounded by beacons. But this is good. This is easier in a world with the max biter spawnage situation, the maximum density and size and all that. Because it just it means less aliens to kill, and this will really help to jumpstart our situation. Okay, so all these guys are going to be pumping oil. Let's go ahead and set up the stop. So I made a book for my oil stuff. Let's see. This one is, I think, it's kind of hard to tell which one is which. This one is unloading. Because the oil goes in the front, right? No, the oil goes in the back. Yeah, okay, so this one, like this. Yes, okay, this is it. I figured it out. This is the one we want. There we go. Okay, so the train's gonna show up. It's going to unload the empty barrels here. They're gonna come through here. They're going to have oil added to them and put back on the train. And we will seat it with the oil rigs or whatever directly from the train from our main base. And I wanted to set this up first just so we could see what we need to do with the rail line. Let's go ahead actually and set up the rail line next. We only need, really, one train ever coming here. Even though we're going to have a lot of oil at first, we're in this for the long haul. All right, so the expansion is mostly set up. Let's do the train, and I want to do it here and now so that we can copy the inventory of the other train, which just pulled in. Okay, so we should be able to shift right-click, shift left-click. So this guy only picks up crude oil barrels. No, stop. Oh, he's going to stop. Okay, right, because I have a train in the way. Got a little worried there. This is technically not necessary because I have the stop set up properly, but it doesn't hurt just to have a little redundancy in case I mess up, because I have messed up once or twice in my life, especially in this game. So redundancy, I think, is a good plan. Empty barrels in the back, full barrels in the front. And what color were we going with for the crude oil? I don't think I really changed this guy's color. Let's give him, the coal is already black. Maybe we could give it like a dark greenish. Yeah, it looks kind of sludgy. I wonder, can we, I think if I shift right click, shift left click the locomotive, I think it's gonna copy the route and the color. Aha, okay. Oh, and you know what I didn't do is, I have not changed the stop name. I set up the stop, but I didn't change the name. Okay, it is Agent Fatman. All right, let's head to Agent Fatman. Instead of going to Crude Oil Cell 1, we are going to add station Agent Fatman. Time passed. What did I have this set for? 15 and 15. Okay, 15's good. And then let's hop in. We're going to ride it there. We will give it some coal. Ba-bam. It's ready to go. Agent Fatman, we want to go to this one. There we go. Okay, what are you waiting for? There's a train coming, that's what. As soon as we get there, we will finish setting up. I've got some speed modules I just crafted. 16 speed module 2s, 32 speed module 1s, and then 50 more speed module 1s. Once we have lots of oil coming in, hopefully in the future, we'll be able to mass manufacture speed module 3s, productivity module 3s. I don't know if I'll ever use efficiency module 3s because I don't think power is going to be a problem with my bazillions of solar panels. We're only going to be adding more and more solar panels every single time we expand. Okay, so he's here. Let us stop. Oh, I didn't bring... we did not load him up with empty barrels, so he's not actually going to pick up anything here. That's fine. One thing we do need to do is we need to change the name of this guy, Agent Fatman, and let's just have a consistent naming scheme. Crude Oil Cell 1. This will be Crude Oil Cell 2. Crude. I almost said cruel. Crude Oil Cell 2. And let's actually do 0, 2, because we're going to end up with more than 10. Okay. And I will need to change this one. Can I change it? from here? I don't think so. I guess it's possible. I'll just go do that manually later. So this is pretty much basically set up, good to go. I just want to dump in all of the speed modules while we're here. Okay, let's turn that on. There we go. And I guess the tanks are full, so they stopped digging out the oil. Those are all my speed module 2s. I guess if I really was trying to min-max this, I would be putting the speed module 2s in the middle, where they will hit the most of these oil rigs. But it's not a huge deal right now. Eventually, we'll only be using speed module 3s. Let's run down here, do the other guy. Then we've got to head back to the drop-off point and fix a very serious problem, which I haven't needed to address until now, because we've only had one crude oil train coming in from our one expansion. There we go. So we can see, I wonder, can we see the total cumulative speed plus 120%. Number of effect sources, 6. That's pretty good. Maybe we should go look up here and see what the total cumulative difference is. Look at all these guys spinning around. This guy's got plus 90%, plus 80%, plus 100%. But they have a productivity of 20%, which is pretty good. Speed 120%, this guy. Speed 70%. Okay, pretty good. That's pretty good. Not going to actually pick up anything here, but we can go ahead and write it back. Okay, and let's take this off. And then we want to go here. Automatic. There we go. Wait until 15 seconds passes, 0 seconds passed. We have the barrel cell pre to make sure that when a train gets to this stop, it will pick the first available barrel cell stop, because we have 8 identical stops. But we have a really big problem, which we need to fix right now. Really big problem having to do with the way the barrels are distributed, which I will go into as soon as we get there. Trains are much I think we're going to have to start constructing things with trains and ditch the car, because it's just going to take too long to get to our ever farther away expansions. All right, so here's the problem, right? We've got trains coming in and dumping off their barrels. Now he's getting filled up with empty barrels, and he'll bring back full crude ones next time. They bring their full crude barrels in, and they get dropped off here and processed. The empty barrels come back into the system, and they get split up 8 times. The problem is that the trains are mostly going to be using the first stop, majority of the time, and then the second stop after that. These stops back here are hardly ever going to get used. Whoa, oh, that was close. Took some damage. They're hardly ever going to get used, but they're getting 1/8 of the barrels every time. So over time, as trains come in, the barrels were all stacking up back here where they weren't getting used. So what we're going to do is we see how they're... Look at this. Well, I think I distributed them manually after a while, and I cut off the split right here. I killed this, so let's fix this. And to do that, we are going to use, for the first time in this map, logistics robots, which I have been I haven't used because I wanted to focus on trains. Logistics robots are awesome and very powerful, but they do kind of make a lot of the logistical challenges in the game very easy. If you want to scale up your map and do some really crazy stuff, robots are basically a necessity. Well, this is going to be the first time we're using them because it's just going to be a very easy solution. We're going to use requester chests and passive provider chests. Okay, let's pick up all of these belts, and then let's just hold down the F key to pick up those. We'll do that. Okay, so let's replace these 2 guys with, where are my stack inserters so they can load up quickly? And then this guy, we want to replace you with passive provider chests. And then we want to replace all of these guys right here, these 8, with requester chests. So the robots will automatically distribute the chests to each of these. And first we need to actually start putting down, not a beacon. We need roboports. And the important thing is that we have the orange outline covering everything that needs to be done. So just to make sure that it covers those passive provider chests over there is good enough. And I think we're going to need like 5 or so. So we'll just do it every other stop here. Will probably be more than enough, just as long as they're connected. Okay, there we go. So we can load them up with some robos. First logistics robots in our first logistics system. This is going to be an isolated logistics system. I don't want these robots flying all over the place doing stuff. And then we need... let's see, it's been a while since I did this. I need to remember how to do it. We need to request... what are we requesting? We were requesting empty barrels. And we want each of these to have how many? As soon as a train comes back, we can remember... Those should all be copied over. Let me count how much this actually holds. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 4. So 40. We've got 8 of these. So each of these guys needs to hold, what, 50 barrels, which is what I requested to fill up fully. So let's go ahead. Let's just say, in case there are trains backed up, let's just up it to 80. Oops. Select that. Up that to 80. Okay, and then what we'll do is we will make a new blueprint. And what I'm kind of curious about is if we can overlay this on an existing area, or will we have to deconstruct this stuff? Let's see what happens if I do that. What if I shift click it? Nothing. Okay, we will have to empty these. Oh, we want to replace all of the inserters with stack inserters as well. Okay, so let's delete that. Oh, shift right mouse button to clear. There is a way to edit them now, but this is I haven't really messed around with that, so this is quick enough to do. But then I should be able to come here. The inserters will not overlay with the blueprint. You can overlay them manually. There we go, and that should have also copied the request. So now they'll start distributing 80 barrels to each of those. So we'll just come in here and delete all these inserters and steel chests. And we'll have to pick up... There we go. We'll have to pick up the actual barrels in the chests once we come across one that actually has it. Alright, pretty good. Alright, they are doing their job. I might need more robots. I definitely need to bring over more barrels. I don't know that I have enough. These guys were full because the trains come here more often. But over time, it should even out. We might eventually need more passive provider chests, depending on how our throughput is affected. All that kind of stuff. We're just going to play by ear as we go. Okay, these ones are empty. I guess it's just is it just the last stop that still has barrels in it? Okay, there's that one. Pretty easy, and we'll clean up the belts and whatnot that are left over later. Oh, I am out of stack inserters. Okay, well, that's not a big deal because there's not going to be any trains coming back here for a pretty long time. Anyway, if I can fix that later, I just want to basically get all these chests down. And then just to kind of give it a glance over, just to make sure everything is working properly. I wonder, can I manually create some filter? No, I don't want filter inserters. Cancel that order. Belay that order, Captain. Oh, and then here's the ones where we have to actually pick them up. And I don't have a ton of inventory space. We'll have to run it back down here. And I suppose if I really wanted to make it optimal, I could move the location of the Passive provider chests. So the robots have less distance to travel, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. At least not right now. Maybe once we have 6 or 7 or 8 trains. That's going to take a while, though. We just, all that alien killing I just did just added one more stop, although we will be adding several more stops in the next coming episodes as we expand out there. And I just want to also check to make sure that the logistics information got copied over. And look at that, yeah, so they're bringing these over. I might need more robots. I thought 75 would be enough. Once they get set up, they're basically never going to come back here again until we have more trains in the network. So there's a ton of activity right now. But eventually there won't be as much. No green inserters, which are the stack ones. But, yeah, this is really good because that means that both of these should be getting filled up. Do you not have the logistics? You do. What about you? Are you filling up evenly? You are. Excellent. Okay, it's working. Fantastic. I kind of knew it was. But it's always good to kind of watch your plan in action to make sure you didn't make any mental errors. But I think this system works. Our trains should be coming and going. We've got 2 oil expansions, and we're really close to having another one there, another one up here, although we might chain those together. Probably not, though. They're kind of far apart. So let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Massive one here. And then this is ridiculous. 6. With these 7 expansions, 8, there's a little bit here. With those 8 expansions, that should have us set for a while. If we can move on to bigger and better things. We'll have to continually add stuff to the oil, but I think our oil crisis is soon to come to an end. Finally. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your feedback below, any ideas you'd like to see for the series. And I will see you next time. It's going to be a little bit of time in between this episode and the next couple, because I'm going on vacation for a week. By the time this video comes out, I'll already have been gone for a few days. And when I get back from vacation, I am moving like 3 days later. So video production won't be back to full operation until the 2nd week of August. But after that, we'll be putting a few of these out a week. Anyway, that's it. See you later. Bye-bye.